So since I've been talking about Sampaku type eyes and demonology and exorcisms, well, I haven't talked about exorcisms, but the whole Julie Juice protocol is like an exorcism. Some exorcisms can be very extreme because of a lot of possessive energy within a body that needs to be released. And some exorcisms are very mild, like mine, which is just like headaches and skin conditions and just feelings of like, different feelings from the past, from PTSD and what have you. And so, yeah, when you watch all the different horror movies about exorcisms, that has everything to do with viral demons on a body at a deficit. And yeah, there are psychopathic and sociopathic people out there that kind of like emit spores. And those spores are little snapshots, like a panspermia that gets cast into the wind. And then someone who is at a deficit breathes them in and then potentially get possessed, so to speak, and take on those characteristics. And it can also be inherited. This is why people are afraid of their genetics because of their predecessors who may have exhibited some very extreme behaviors. And so some people can keep those viral demons at bay and cure it out of their body or release it. Other people take it on and have it fester. And so yeah, with the J juice, if you really want to, if you look at someone's eyes, and like whether it's your child or someone in your family that's trying to find a way to release those demons, JJ is that type of thing. I mean, salt has been used in the paranormal community to trap ghosts in houses that are haunted. Salt is used to cure those demons, those viral demons like cancer. Okay, they did that study with Medical News Today where they're injecting sodium chloride nanoparticles in tumor cells and cancer cells, and they find that it's been cured. But yeah, J juice has so many spiritual and political and scientific evidence of getting people at an even state. And it's rather interesting. But I'm going to tell you this, if you're really looking to even yourself out, because yeah, we have a lot of extremists in our society, politics, religion, and science extremists in our society that are so deathly afraid of salt. Well, of course they are, because salt will calm down those demons within you, and salt will release those demons within you. I'm glad that my husband did a few waterfalls back in 2018 because he may have released some demons that were plaguing him, and now I make sure that he's well fed and that he can handle this environment. But I would say that there is definitely some spiritual significance with the salt and with exorcisms. And, I mean, I'm just kind of tripping on all of this, but it's apparent when I'm juxtaposing that small child with those Sampaku eyes, then with the Aurora, that Aurora shooter that committed mass casualties, and you look at all the whites around the eyes being exposed. I mean, right there, I used to associate that with like Manchurian candidates. But yeah, you can have Manchurian candidates in the population, and you also have people who are raising people who are this way as well. And so it's going to be incumbent upon the parents to be very aware of what it is they're raising. And I don't even know how to even explain all this in such a way where it's not coming off like I'm trying to get everybody to do an exorcist on themselves. But there is definitely some spiritual significance behind the salt and why salt has been demonized. And it's because, yes, a lot of people have demons within them, don't want to release them, want to keep them in. And so they're deathly afraid of releasing them. And those spirits within their body are afraid to be released. And so, yeah, they kind of control people by making them very fearful of salt and fearful of change and fearful of excommunicating those entities out of themselves and their body. And so that's why, we have the FBI and the CIA and all of that keeping track of Facebook and social media and all the different platforms, because we have a lot of extremists in our society that will commit violence in the name of their belief systems. I mean, look at the Capitol riots. Okay, right there, that ought to tell you the amount of extremists in our society. When people are saying they're very, very angry all the time, those are the demons within them. There's no reason to be angry. No one's coming after you. But people have this paranoia that someone's coming after them. And so they're trying to preempt stuff. And yeah, you're being flagged by all the powers that be looking for those types of behaviors. And so if you want to calm the demons down, maybe it's time to go and balance your gut. Because yeah, it's very scary right now because this virus is triggering people and causing them to be very entrenched in their beliefs and entrenched in their politics, in their religion, and in their scientific beliefs. And it is rather scary. It really is. And so, if you don't want to be blamed for anyone's, passing away because of this virus, then stay away from people. Regardless of your vector status, just stay away from people and learn how to be on your own and stay within your tiny, tiny circle of your family, if that's even possible, and stay home and stay safe. Because right now, our society is very unpredictable. And it's only going to get worse because the amount of mutations these viruses are influencing and doing to everyone who's at a deficit. And then we had the last 20 years of post 9/11 in the conspiracy world and the people's fears of other countries and fears of their government and fears of each other. It's rather insane. And so you now have to be so careful of everyone around you when you go out in public, when you go out to do anything. Because right now our society is unpredictable. And so, yeah, society has conditioned us finally, thank God, to say, okay, stay home, stay safe. Like, there is a segment of our government that wants to protect those that actually get it. Those are like, oh, don't stay home and stay safe. Go and do whatever. Those are the people that don't understand it, that are so resistant to anything, who are so paranoid, who don't understand both sides of an argument. Anyone that exhibits that on my Facebook, that wants to dispute anything that I say about, stay home, stay safe, do this or do that, whatever, I delete right away because I know their energy. I know how extreme they are. And so, the war isn't out there, but it is. The war is in here, but people will exhibit the war in here, out there. So, you do everything you can to protect your kids and protect you. Okay? Let those that want to exhibit those extreme characteristics, they'll go out and hang out with all their friends and conspire to do this, and that. And so, yeah, September 18th might be an example of people allowing someone to manipulate them into an extremist behavior because they already hold it within them. You see, Trump, he knew what he was doing. He got everyone who's already at an extremist point of view, who's already just pissed off at the world no matter what. He got them. He brought everyone who is unbalanced to the surface. And when you're unbalanced and you're allowing someone to trigger you to that extent, and then you actually go out and physically schedule a plane ticket, get on a plane and go somewhere, and then get caught up in a melee, you put yourself in that position because you already hold that within you. Okay? See, the key thing is to realize that not only do you hold that unbalanced energy within you, but you allow others to manipulate you into these behaviors. You can call it entrapment. No, it's just bringing to surface what already is there. It's like the jelly juice. I bring to surface what's already within you, but I'm giving you the means to deal with it so it doesn't work against you. You feed that energy. Food. You don't feed it with more paranoia and more anger, which is already out there in our societies. We have so many angry people who are at a deficit. They don't know what to do with that anger. They don't know how to channel it correctly. And so they whip all of their whole Facebook audience into such a frenetic behavior that some people do go out there and commit violence. And then the FBI and the CIA and all that are right on your ass. And so, yes, please keep exhibiting more of your characteristics because it gives our CIA and the FBI something to work with and to start profiling you and watching you because, yeah, you hold that unbalanced energy and they have to watch that shit. So I get it. Bye.